Hey there. I've been thinking a lot about motivation lately. Not feeling a whole lot of motivation myself. Maybe you've had this thought too. I know what I want to do. Why can't I make myself do it? Insert Shia LaBeouf here. Just do it! So I went on a little internet search, and here's what my search told me. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. I make videos about addiction, recovery, motherhood, and just real life stuff. I'm not an expert, just a lady going through this stuff myself, hoping that maybe something that's been helpful for me will be helpful for you too. Motivation is not about willpower, moral strength, or even pleasure. It's about how our brains measure energy, effort, and reward. And in recovery, especially if we're already juggling a million things, the balance between those systems can need some retraining. Here's some little tidbits I've learned about the neuroscience of motivation, what makes it harder during recovery, and some simple tools to maybe wake it up again. So as I mentioned, motivation isn't just a thing that can be turned on. It's actually a team of areas in your brain working together, having a conversation with each other. The reward system, essentially the dopamine network, is asking, is this thing worth the effort? The control system up in your thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, is doing like the planning, prioritizing, minimizing distractions. The emotion system in the limbic system, the amygdala mostly, notice how you feel and what your body is telling you. So when those three things are in balance, we feel a gentle nudge toward our values, the things that are important to us, family, creativity, health. But when we're hit with addiction, stress, burnout, those systems are thrown out of whack. And our brains start to chase whatever is going to immediately relieve this, even if it's not going to be healthy in the long term. It's just trying to save energy and escape pain. So if, like me, you felt lazy or unmotivated, it's not a character flaw. It's just our brains trying to protect us. So we've talked before about how addiction changes the brain's reward system. It learns to value substance very quickly. This is high value. This gives me relief fast. And every time that happens, the dopamine signals strengthen that pathway, that shortcut, so that the substance is the high value, and things that were natural rewards, laughter, going for a walk, finishing a project, barely register. This is where that joyless feeling in recovery can come in, anhedonia, that feeling of flat joylessness. It's actually just our brains recalibrating. Now, if you're a mom, this part is for you. The rest of you can. Your brain is already managing everybody else's needs, often with too little sleep and too much guilt. That extra stress is activating our cortisol. And cortisol shuts down motivation for long-term goals. It's like, I'm too tired to climb that mountain. I just need to get through today. So like, yes, goals. I'm a little busy here. The problem is not that we don't care. It's just that we've been in survival mode for so long. Thankfully, there are tools, and we can actually retrain our brains toward regular natural motivation. The same brain that learned to chase those quick fixes can also learn to chase peace, purpose, connection. So I've got 5 of them. You ready? 1, celebrate small wins. And I mean as small as they need to be. I hit snooze 3 times instead of 4. I drank water first thing in the morning. I put on my public pants before going to drop the kids off at school. Each of those little things, each time you celebrate like that, gives your brain a little dopamine bump. And the more we celebrate each little thing, the easier it is to start the next thing. Had to go quickly print something out for this next one. If-then plans. So if this happens, then this happens. So instead of giving myself a vague goal, like I'll try to go for a walk after dinner, I say, if dinner is done and it's 6:30, I put on my shoes and go for a walk. Or if it's 7 p.m., I grab my keys and go to a meeting. Not, I'll try to go to a meeting this week, that kind of thing. An easy way to do this ahead of time is actually with mooring lines. So this is the PDF I made a few weeks ago. This is free, by the way. You can just go on my Linktree and they'll ask for your email address, but it's not signing you up for any newsletter. So you can write down some of your if-then things here, like why is going to a meeting important to me? Why is going for a walk important to me? And then have them written down on a schedule here. So if it's Monday morning, I call my friend or sponsor, that kind of thing. So grab that if you haven't. It's free, no tricks, no catch. Okay, number 3, make future rewards feel real. So this is kind of a meditation. It's a visualization type exercise, imagining what it will feel like when we reach that goal. Imagine 6 months down the road when I've managed to do A, B, and C that I really want to do. I'll feel calmer, I'll feel lighter, more ease of interactions with my kids. Visualizing like that can actually tell our brain that this reward is real, and it can boost our patience and our self-control. That will improve our motivation overall toward reaching that goal. Number 4, reignite natural rewards. This is about reminding ourselves about the things that used to bring us pleasure. In SMART, we talk about vital, absorbing, creative interests, looking at those things that used to bring pleasure and reminding ourselves of how that pleasure feels. So doing those things, painting, gardening, fixing your car if you're the weirdo, reading, we're teaching our brains that those natural rewards still matter. Kind of like with rewiring after being triggered, this is rewiring to a pleasurable outcome after feeling bored and unmotivated. It's actually really bloody cool how we can like rewire and retrain our brains. Okay, number 5 is connection. Connecting with people who get it. The science out there talks about the self-determination theory, which says that motivation thrives when we feel autonomy, competence, and connection. So joining groups and communities of like-minded people and working together to build up our skills, our independence, and that sense of connection will actually all help to drive our motivation. And I mean, it makes sense. If we hear someone say, I see you, I've been there, it's going to help us feel like we can do it. So something else to keep in mind, motivation won't always show up. And that's where self-compassion comes back into the picture. If our brain is telling us, I really don't feel like it, we can say, okay, that's okay. Let's start with something really small. Let's brush our teeth. Let's text a friend. Let's put on those public pants. And I've learned this before, but I seem to need to be reminded that starting gets the dopamine going, not the other way around. Motivation grows from action, so getting started is the secret, even tiny steps. And if we fall off track, that's okay too. Just with lapses and relapses in our sobriety, lapses in learning to rewire our brains in any way, including motivation. Do not hit the reset button. We're not starting from the beginning again. We can pick up again with what we've learned and carry on and grow more. And every time we do it, every time we reinforce it, it's getting stronger. One more note for moms in recovery. You can, if you want, but you can listen to. You're already doing something incredibly hard. You're rebuilding not only habits, but hope while raising children, managing a household, fighting exhaustion. We just have to keep showing up. And that takes courage. Our brains are healing. Our energy is coming back. And we're teaching our kids what resilience looks like in real life. And every time we make that choice toward recovery, even if it's really small, we're showing them that it's possible. And we can do hard things. So that's all for today. We'll see if this actually gets me, working out or something. My main takeaway is that motivation isn't just going to come to us. we take action, and then the motivation builds from that. So if you like this video, please subscribe for more. Check my links for tools and send me comments or messages if you have questions, clarifications, anger. Let me know what you're looking for the motivation to do right now. In the meantime, have a great weekend, have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.